Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Al. I'm coming today in this short video to show you how to write the initial tableau of the simplex method. So basically, so we have this example I just put here, maximize m equals 4x plus 2y subject to the constraints. So here we have the first constraint is 2x plus 3y less than or equal to 24. The second constant is x plus 6y less than or equal to 30. And the third constant, which is x positive, y positive, just put us in the first quadrant when we use the graphical method. Okay. So basically, to do it, we have to write all these two, write them as equations, right? So we have to transform each inequality to an equation. To do so, we have to introduce new variables, which we call slack variables. So we can transform an inequality into an equation by introducing a variable. So basically, it's a deal where you win some and you lose some. You win some because you're making it an equation which is easier to handle than an inequality, and you lose some because you're adding more variables. So basically, when you say 2x plus 3y is less than 24, less than or equal to 24, we can say, okay, why is that? Because there exists a variable which you call u, for instance, such that 2x plus 3y plus u equals 24. Equals 24. The only condition here is the u has to be positive, right? This u has to be positive or equal to 0, which completely makes sense mathematically. For instance, if somebody tell you, okay, give me a proof why, give me a proof why 3, 3 is less than or equal to 5. Okay, you're going to say, okay, this is obvious. We know it's obvious, but if somebody asks you to give you a proof of that, you can say, okay, I know 3 is less than 5 because we need to add a positive number to 3 to get 5. You see, we need to add something positive to 3 to get 5, to equal 5. So this is, the same case here. Now, we were able to know it's 2 because 3 is known, but if I just say, prove me that x is less than 5, then you can say, okay, I know x is less than 5 because there is another variable which I call u that we need to add to x to get 5, and that u has to be positive. That's it. Okay, this is the same thing we did here. So now we're going to do the same thing with the other one. X plus 6y less than 30. So x plus 6y less than or equal to 30. So we're going to say why? Because there exists another variable. So we don't call it u because u is taken. We're going to call it another name, plus v, right? Which is going to give equal to what? Equal to 30, right? So we did the first job. The first job is to transform each constraint into an equation by introducing slack variables. So these two slack variables, they have to be positive or equal to 0, right? Okay, now we also need to rewrite the objective equation. Rewrite the objective equation, We say m equal, which is m equal 4x plus 2y. That's we're going to do it this way. Move all the term to the left side. Move 4x and 2y to the left side. Which you get, you see minus 4x here, minus 4x here, right? It's cancel out. Minus 2y, this cancel out. So what you get? We get minus 4x, negative 4x minus 2y plus m equals 0, right? Okay, now we are ready to write our system of equation. So now we are ready to write the system of equation. So let's write first the first inequality, the first constraint, 2x plus 3y. So now I'll write very organized way, 2x plus 3y plus u equals 24. Let's write the second one. X plus 6y plus v equals 30. X plus 6y plus v. As you can notice here, I'm already writing my variables in the designated, each variable with their own column, equal 30. And now lastly, I'm going to write the objective equation, which is negative 4x minus 2y plus m, right, which is another color, plus m equals 0. I'm ready to write the simplex tableau by just writing the augmented matrix right here. So it's going to be, I'm going to dedicate a column for x's, a column for y, a column for u, a column for v, a column for m, and then on the other side, I'm going to put the other terms, right? The constant terms. So we have two, the first row says 2 for x, 2x, plus 3y, 3 4y, plus 1u, plus 0v, because I don't see v in the first equation, plus 0m, I don't see m equal to 24. The second one says 1x plus 6y, I don't see u, so it's a 0, plus v, 1v, I see 1v, I don't see m, it's a 0, equal 30. And the last one here is negative 4x. So I'm going to do a separation line between the constants and the objective right here. So the last one, it says negative 4x minus 2y. I don't see u, I don't see v, plus 1m equals 0. This is the initial tableau of a simplex method. This is the initial tableau of a simplex method. All right. Initial tableau of the simplex method. All right. Thank you very much.